G'day team, Mitch here again from Finance Fitness. This is part 2 of You've Been Told a Lie. Now the lie that you've been told is that the assets that you've been told is really a liability. And if you only knew the rules that an asset brings in income every month and a liability takes away income every month, that is how a true definition of an asset is seen by an investor or an entrepreneur, then that's the reason why you find yourself in financial difficulty. Like with my clients and with my team, if we explain this to them, we then say, okay, well, go out and find something that provides a positive monthly income per month as an investment, and then you can still get the tax and depreciation and amortization and debt reduction and tax advantages if there is anything. So go on and look at that, and because if they didn't know that, they didn't know how a balance sheet works or a financial statement works, which most people don't know how it works, is the fact that the asset is treated because of the varying way the income moves in to your financial statement. Let me try and rephrase that a bit better. The asset, or whether or not something is an asset, is determined by the income nature. So, is the income greater than expenses on a per month basis for that item? Now, it could be a car, could be a boat, could be a house, etc. Now, if you owned a boat and you had it as a charter boat and you made money over the expenses per month, then that's technically a business, and technically that would be classified as an asset. Now, if you owned a boat and all you did every month was go out on a pleasure yacht and it cost you maintenance and fees and insurance and loan payment and stuff like that, then that would be classified as a liability. So it's a big difference. It's okay to have liabilities. It's okay to do that. It's fine as long as you know that they're a liability, because where problems start, or where people have their problems, is they think they're buying assets, but they're actually buying liabilities, and they're wondering why they're financially in trouble. There's a motorbike or a car and a ute and a full drive and a boat, and next thing you know, they think they have assets, but everything of those requires a monthly payment from their own personal income earnings. Now, an entrepreneur or a business owner knows that they're not assets. He knows that they're liabilities, and they still might buy them anyway, but they would also focus in the beginning part of their life on buying assets and building assets, or building a business, or buying a rental portfolio, or buying properties and stuff like that, doing them up, starting small. Remember, one of the first properties I ever bought was $62,000, and we chopped off a bit of vacant land for it. It was only $62,500 we bought this property for, and I still own it today, some 18 years later. So, and it still provides me a nice little $250 a month positive cash flow income. Now, I know that's not a lot, but you start small, you get 10 of those, there's $2,000 a month, so that's how to do it, people, is test and measure. Learn your financial statements, learn the difference between asset and liability, learn how to work numbers. So learn how to use a calculator. It's really important. If you don't know how to use percentages, it's all on that calculator there, sitting there for you. I've done some videos in the past about return on investment, cash on cash return, net return on investment. Those are the sort of numbers that an investor uses and understands. Okay, there's obviously other things when you're in business. Look, EBIT, depreciation. There's some other technical terms that you need to learn that we can get into later on. But for the moment, learn the numbers, learn what return on investment is, and learn the difference between what we consider an asset and what we consider a liability, and it's all how the income is flowing. Is the income flowing to you, or is the income flowing out from you? Are you supporting that liability? Are you supporting that car, that motorbike, that boat? Or is that boat, car, motorbike, house, rental property, etc. supporting you, as in giving you a little bit of money? That's the number one difference. Okay guys, this is Mitch signing out. I'll see you in part 3.